Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up half.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit them up with this resistance. Watch them roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them hands, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing, dog? Make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. It is almost time. It's almost CPI, 8:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. What's it going to be? This is the first CPI reading under the new calculation. The way that CPI is calculated has changed. We're going to talk about that. What does that mean for this number coming forward? Is there a higher chance of that number coming in hot or cold, or does it not really have too much of an effect? I'll explain to you guys what exactly is different about the CPI number and the CPI calculation. We'll talk about what the expectations are going into tomorrow and how we think the markets are going to react. Now, I'm going to be reactive. I'm not going to be predictive on this data. I don't know what this number is going to come in at. I'll give you my thoughts and my opinions, but what really matters is having an understanding of what that number is. How do we then think the markets react, and then identify that opportunity, put ourselves in the right position, put ourselves in a position of high probability to capitalize on it and to make money from it. That's what we do. That's why we're here. That's why we're trading. That's why you're on this live stream, to figure out what is this number going to be, what's it going to do to the markets, and how can you make money from it. That's exactly what we're going to cover here on this live stream. So folks, welcome. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group, the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that's available to the retail trader today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have come to the right place. I do these live 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday, where myself, other TTG Pro trading moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets. We give you free lessons, market commentary, analysis, trade ideas that can help you guys become better traders and investors. All right? Again, that's why you're here. So take a moment and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on your notifications. You don't ever want to miss out on any one of these live streams. And why should you care about anything that we discuss on here? Why should you listen to us? I did not figure this stuff out on my own. You know, I began my career as a trader, working at a fund in New York City. It was my first job right out of college. While there, I went to a 3-month educational training program where I was taught the proper way to trade by other professional traders. I didn't have to scour hours of YouTube videos and go down the rabbit hole of Reddit message boards to try to figure out how to do this. Right? I try to identify the next mother of all short squeezes. No, I was taught by other professionals the proper way to do this. And that's where I learned to become the trader that I am here now today. But then 2008 happened while I was working at the fund. And that was the stock market crash. That was the Great Recession. But it was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG. And along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world to reach their goals of becoming profitable in the markets. You see, we're the fastest growing platform out there because we combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools. And we provide live workshops and mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. And we do all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and we also cover long-term investing as well. So there's literally something for everybody inside True Trading Group. And see, we take that university level curriculum, we combine it with these top financial tools. These are tools that successful traders use. It gives them more information, helps them make better decisions, increases their chances of success. I assure you that successful traders are not getting their analysis and their tools and their signals from Reddit. And certainly not getting them from Twitter or Discord. They're using these tools to get more information to help them make better decisions. The problem is that these tools are very expensive. If you go directly to the companies that offer them, you're going to spend about $5,000 or $6,000 a year. It's a lot of money. We have spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their product on our platform and no additional cost to members. So one of the major values of you guys joining the TTG platform is getting access to Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, TradingView's premium charting software, the Trade Idea Scanner, congressional trades data, insider buying, insider selling, short data, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, social sentiment scanners, trading journals, trade simulators. All of these things are included with your membership when you join the TTG platform at no additional cost. But they would cost you around $5 or $6 if you bought them on your own. Again, one of the big values of joining the TTG platform. You're also going to get access to all of the TTG members, the TTG fam, as we like to call it, thousands of members from all over the world, represented in over 100 different countries, that are the most educated, successful, supportive, and helpful community of traders you were ever going to find. And of course, you get all the real-time trade alerts from myself and the other moderators at True Trading Group that have collectively, cumulatively as a group, been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So again, if you're new to the channel, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications, don't ever miss out on any of these live streams. Guys, tomorrow's a big day. This market, I am seeing such complacency in this market. It's ridiculous. This market was up almost 1.5% today on extremely light volume for no apparent reason whatsoever. There was nothing new. There was no real piece of economic data. There was no real earnings. There was no piece of news that should have caused the market to rally 1.2% today on the S&P ahead of this CPI number. I think the market is in such a state of complacency, and complacency is not a good thing, a good place to be. Retail traders have piled back into the stock market. Retail order flow is now back to an all-time high as it relates to percentage of volume of the overall markets, of the overall volume traded on the different exchanges in any given day. Retail order flow is back to higher levels than where you were during the COVID meme stock craze. All-time highs, about 22 to 23% of the volume that's transacted in the stock market is from retail traders. You had a previous record high of around 21 to 22% during the meme stock craze. That tells me that retail investors are flying back into this market. They have major FOMO because everybody told them in September and October that you were going to have a Great Depression and the stock market was going to go down 80%, and you're going to have a Lehman Brothers moment, and everybody sold and panicked out of the stock market in September and October of 2022 when you actually had retail traders during these couple of weeks turned into net sellers. Net sellers. Retail investors were net buyers all throughout 2022, and finally they became net sellers in September and October, right at the market bottom. And now here we are, significantly higher than where we were when retail sold out and panicked. And now retail is coming flying back into the market at these higher levels. I look on CNBC and I look at the headlines that are circulating. And now I see a headline today that goes, never mind a soft landing. How about no landing? What? Really? That's where we are? Because just 4 months ago, people were talking about the deepest of deep recessions, an economic hurricane. People were talking about the end of days just 4 months ago. Now we went from, in a matter of 4 months, we went from we're going to have a depression to, okay, maybe it's just going to be a recession. Well, now there might be a soft landing. And now today we're talking about maybe there's no landing at all, which means that the economy doesn't even slow down, that we're just going to continue right along our merry way of 3% GDP and 2.9% GDP like you had in Q4 after we just experienced the fastest rate hike cycle in history, after you've got an inverted yield curve all across the board, up and down, the deepest inversion that you've had between the 2 and 10 in quite some time. You had an oil price shock last year. All three of those things are indications or have preceded recessions in the past. And in just a matter of 4 months, you went from peak pessimism, depression, Lehman Brothers moment, to now people are talking about maybe the economy doesn't even slow down. Are you nuts? This is exactly what I mean by the extremes of emotional investing and emotional trading and emotional decision making. And the retail investor and the retail trader emotionally panicked out of the market in October, November, and are now panicking back into the market with massive FOMO here in the month of February. And the market, to me, feels very, very complacent, assuming that inflation is just going to continue to come down at the same pace it's been coming down for the last several months. Yes, we've had phenomenal inflation numbers the last couple of months, phenomenal inflation data. But the market, to me, seems very complacent that that's going to remain the case every single month going forward, that you're not going to have any hiccups along the way. You're not going to have any more hot CPI numbers. And I think that complacency and forgetting that inflation is still very high. Yes, it's coming down, but it is high. And I think to just think that inflation is going to go from 6 to 3 as quickly as it went from 9 to 6 is naive. I think it's a mistake for people to be positioning themselves not thinking that you may get a hot CPI number in between here and 2%. 6.5% was your last reading. It's a lot easier for inflation to go from 9 to 6 than it is to go from 6 to 3. Yes, it's still a 3% drop, but that 3% drop from 6 to 3 is a lot harder than the 3% drop from 9 to 6. So I think it's very, very possible, mixed in with, gas prices are starting to climb back higher a little bit. You've got China reopening with a Chinese consumer that has record high savings, that they're going to come and they're going to spend the crap out of that savings, just like we did here in the US. We had some record savings during COVID because we couldn't spend money on anything. We couldn't go anywhere. And now once you came out of lockdown, you had a massive surge in spending and a massive surge in demand. You're going to get that now from the Chinese consumer as they're coming out of 3 years of lockdown. That could cause a higher than expected CPI number. And the market's not positioned for that. Now, does that happen tomorrow or does that happen next month? I don't know. I don't know when what the CPI number is going to be. We can go over, and we will go over on this live stream. We'll go over what the expectation is, what all the different investment banks and analysts and all the firms out there, what are all their expectations? It seems like the highest expectation that I saw was 6.7. The lowest that I saw was around 6.1. But the analyst expectation and the wide expectation for the CPI headline number tomorrow, year over year, is 6.2%. That's off of a 6.5% number the prior month. But if that number comes in at 6.4, 6.5, and it shows a much stickier piece of inflation already, I don't think the market's ready for that. And I think that we need to be open to the idea, and we need to be open to the possibility that this number could come in hot. If not this number, then possibly next month's number. We have to be open to the possibility of these numbers coming in hot. I'm going to give you my analysis and my scenarios on what I think if this, then that type of scenario during this live stream. Right? Because like I said, I'm not going to predict this number. I'm going to react to it. If the number comes in here, I think the markets go up. This is what I'll do. If the number comes in here, I think the markets go down. This is what I'm going to do. I have very specific game plan for those two scenarios. And I'll lay out for you exactly what I think the market does based on that data that we get tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. I will be live with all of my members of True Trading Group at this time, right? I'll be live with my members at this time tomorrow at 8:30, okay? Going over and analyzing the CPI number as soon as it comes out at 8:30. Myself, the other moderators in True Trading Group will all be there with members. If you can't be in front of your computer, don't worry about it. Just use the mobile app. The mobile app will let you guys be connected to our chat room, see the screen share, and listen to the audio when the moderators are talking. And you also get obviously all the real-time trade alerts whenever the moderators enter and exit trades throughout the trading session. But I think the volatility is going to be tremendous. and the trading opportunities are going to be tremendous. And we're going to break down, we're going to go over all of that here for you guys today. All right. So there's a lot that I want to go over with you guys here today. I'll also bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group to help me kind of go through a nice Q&A session, be able to ask some questions, touch on the hard topics and ask a lot of the questions that many of you probably already have, and some questions that you guys have all probably been asking yourselves over the last couple of days. And we'll have a nice a kind of round table discussion, and I'll answer all your questions and we'll go over everything. Okay. So that's something that we're going to be doing here today on this live stream. A lot of people have been burned, guys, over the last couple of years. You know, a lot of retail investors have been burned over the last couple of years by panicking into the market in 2021 when all the meme stocks were going crazy and diamond handing to the moon, and then the markets crashed in 2022, but people didn't know any better. They just bought and held. They bought and held. They bought and held more. They got their heads taken off last year. Then they got panicked out of the market when the media and financial news outlets told them that the market was going to crash 80%. And now I think the retail investors being taken advantage of again, FOMOing themselves back into what I believe is near the top of this recent rally that we've seen to start off 2023. The markets have rallied since the lows of October of 2022 with the brief pullback in the middle of December. But we've been rallying ever since. And it almost feels like people are talking about, well, maybe this is a new bull market. And I just feel like that complacency is there. And I feel like we're getting to a point where you're at or close to peak optimism, just like we were at peak pessimism back in October, November. I believe we are starting to get up to a peak optimism like we were at a peak pessimism down there in September and October. Okay. And, you know, throughout this entire craziness of this stock market decline that you saw in 2022 and now this rally back in 2023, you know, members of True Trading Group, guys, have been taking advantage of this, the exact opposite of what you're seeing out of these retail traders and investors. You know, TG members were able to add to their long-term portfolios around 360 on the SPY last year because they now have a clear head and they understand never to fall into the masses of emotional decision-making. When everybody else is panicking, that's exactly when you want to be selling. When everybody else is buying, that's exactly when you want to be cautious. You don't want to fall prey to the emotional roller coasters, the emotional influence that the media and the masses will have on you. You need to be able to think against the grain when it comes to investing. And that's why I told everybody when the markets were crashing in June, that's when I was adding in my long-term portfolio, right around 360. When we dropped into the 360s, I was buying in my long-term portfolio. You know, people were telling me, oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid, we're going to have a depression. And now those exact same people that told me that we're going to have a depression, totally forgetting and completely ignoring the fact that I received a Trader of the Year award in 2008, which actually was a horrific, severe recession, the worst recession that we've had ever. You had the depression, obviously in the early 1900s, but that was the worst recession that we've ever had. So I've been around the block. I've seen these type of environments before, and it was just peak pessimism. And that's why we were able to take advantage of that and start to come into our long-term portfolios. I'm not adding in my long-term portfolio up at these levels. I think I'll get better opportunities. I still have some cash on the sideline that I have not yet deployed, but it's not coming in at these levels. It's not coming in at 413. It's not coming in at 420. It's not coming in at 430 on the SPY. All right. You know, I think I'll get different, better prices later on throughout the year. But in the meantime, we're left with tremendous trading opportunities, both to the upside and to the downside. I don't really necessarily care if this number comes in hot or if this number comes in cold. As long as the market's open, I plan on profiting from the volatility and the best trading environment that I've seen in my entire 17-year career of doing this. And members of True Trading Group are taking advantage. They're thinking with a clear head. They're not falling prey to the emotional roller coasters. They're not making the mistakes. I know there's probably a lot of people on here that made a lot of mistakes in 2022 and you regret it. And now you're trying to climb yourself back out of a hole and you feel like you might have missed the bottom and these stocks are going to run away from you. You got to stop letting the emotions get in the way of your decision making, because when they don't get in the way and you're able to control them and you're able to think logically and fundamentally, and you're able to think calmly with a clear head, you're able to take advantage, you're able to profit from this environment. That's exactly what members of True Trading Group have been doing so far in 2022 and 2023. And that's why they're actually excited for what's to come, not worried about a recession. They don't necessarily really care, because whether the stock market goes up or down, they're going to be able to make money from it. And I'll prove it to you. You don't have to take my word for it. Just listen to members directly. Members of TTG, do me a favor, type the $ if you're making money, you're becoming better traders because of True Trading Group. Just go ahead and type the $ if you're making money, you guys are becoming better traders. Just go ahead and type the $ right now. Again, if you are a member and you're making money becoming better traders. Now, anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, just pay attention how many people type the $ right here on this side of the screen. These are people that are just like you. They found True Trading Group the exact same way. One of the live streams that you're now sitting on right now, they learned more in an hour and a half on a live stream than they probably learned in the entire last year themselves. Take advantage of it. They're not smarter than you. I love them to death, but they're not smarter than you. They don't have more money than you. They don't have more time than you. They're not luckier than you. They don't have more experience than you. The things that they have that you don't, I'll tell you, it's very simple. Real education. Stuff that I learned when I worked at a fund on Wall Street in New York City. Real access to real tools from some of the top trading and investing companies in the industry today that give them access to more information, more data that helps them make better decisions. And lastly, they're part of a community of traders and investors that actually give a damn whether or not they succeed or fail. And I'm not just talking about myself and the moderators and the 30-person staff at True Trading Group. I'm talking about the thousands of members from all over the world. We have members in over 100 different countries in True Trading Group, and they all genuinely give a damn whether or not each other succeeds or fail, and they're there to help each other along the way. That's the difference that they have. They don't have some secret indicator that you don't. They don't know some special chart pattern that you don't. They don't know some special AI-based algorithm that you don't have access to. That's not what is the difference maker for them. That's not why all those people are telling you that they're making money, they're becoming better traders right now. There's no secret. Trust, guys, I did it. I was there. I worked on Wall Street. I didn't get taught some special pattern. I didn't get taught some special equation. I was just taught the real way to do something, just like any other profession or any other skill. You're going to have a much higher chance of doing something or excelling in a profession if other professionals teach you how to excel in that profession rather than you having to figure it out by yourself. Do you think anybody in here could figure out by themselves how to become a doctor? Or do you need to go to medical school and have other professionals teach you about becoming a doctor? Does he think anybody could actually become a good construction worker without anyone ever showing them how to operate a piece of heavy machinery safely and correctly? Most likely not. You need to be trained by other professionals in order for you to excel at whatever it is that you are trying to achieve. It doesn't just result in, it's not just about trading, it's about anything in life. That's what these people have access to that you don't. Wow. Bree, I don't know how the hell you just did that. Bree, I don't know how you just did that. I guess the secret is out because Adam just turned the page back over less than 5 minutes ago. So you must have literally just gone to, you probably don't even realize what you just did. Okay, so guys, I have to welcome Bree. Bree just joined the True Trading Group, BREE. Everybody welcome Bree. So here's the deal. We closed off open enrollment, right? We were closing off open enrollment for True Trading Group because, like I said, we're trying to slow down the growth of new members into the TTG platform. And I want to make sure that the people that are joining True Trading Group going forward are people that share our same, not our same experience or anything like that. I don't care if you never traded a stock or an option day of your life, but I just want to make sure that the people that are joining TTG are people that are motivated and dedicated to learn a new skill. I don't want people that are looking to get rich quick. I don't want people that all they care about is fighting naked shorts and the mother of all short squeeze. I don't care about people that are looking to buy some 20-cent stock because someone on Twitter told them it was going to go to $10. I don't want people that are looking to buy one option contract, pray it goes up 10,000% and get rich off of one trade. If that is what you are looking for, I will be completely honest with you. True Trading Group is not for you. I do not want you to join the platform. There's plenty of other groups and services out there that would gladly take your money. True Trading Group has grown very, very quickly over the last couple of years, and for damn good reason, because you saw members are making money and they're becoming better traders. And I want to make sure that from now on, the people that are joining, we slow down that growth because I want to make sure that people continue to make money and continue to get the private mentorship and the individual attention that they need and the access to the resources, the tools, and the education that they need to become successful. I don't want people to look back at True Trading Group 2 years from now and be like, oh man, you remember when TTG used to be great? I don't want that. So that's how we're going to be able to kind of slow down the growth that we were having as a company. And we were leaving the open enrollment up until yesterday at midnight, but then we just figured, well, tomorrow's the CPI number, so you might as well just leave it for the one more day for people that want to join before the CPI number comes out tomorrow morning. So it's literally tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern is the CPI number. So we were going to leave 15 spots for open enrollment. Now there's 14 because Bree, I don't even know if Bree knew that or not, but anyway, I guess the secret's out now. So Bree, welcome to the family. 14 spots now are left for the open enrollment. This will shut down at midnight tonight. Okay, so after midnight tonight, we will be shutting that down. We're just leaving this for people because we figure CPI is tomorrow. And today was a very inactive day for the mods inside chat. We didn't have too many trades that we were making as everybody's kind of gearing up for tomorrow's CPI number. It's going to be a big one. It's going to really move these markets around. It's going to really, either confirm this bullish sentiment up to your next resistance level, which we'll get to in a minute, or it can pull the rug out from the retail investors that just came piling into this market. And I don't want that to happen to all of you. All right. So you guys can go to ttgoffer.com if you want to join our open enrollment. All right. This way we give people a chance to join here before the CPI number. And then we'll be live with all of our people tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern when this number does come out. This is all about disrupting in the industry for us of financial education, right? We recognize the need to remain open to help people and to move forward as a business, because True Trading Group is a business with 30 employees, but we also need to balance that with maintaining the quality and the integrity of the chat room and the platform that we have created so that people continue to type the $. So people continue to tell others that they're making money, they're becoming better traders. And on that, we will not compromise on that fact. So let me quickly tell you guys about the TTG membership and how you can save 54% off of the normal price is $22.12. If you guys join open enrollment, it's only $1,000 for the entire year. There's no upsells for courses. There's no upsells for tools. You pay one price, you get access to the core of everything that we have to offer. So for the next 14 people, you guys will also be getting a brand new free laptop, a one-on-one mentor session with one of our mods, and a double your money back guarantee. I stand behind the platform that we have created. I see the results that members have, and so do you see the results that members have. You saw how many people just typed the $. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. Based on that information, I can very confidently offer you a double your money back guarantee. We've only had to give a refund to 2.83% of our users. 78% of our members renew their membership. So here's the deal. It's quite simple. You join True Trading Group, you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend one study group. You do those three things throughout the course of your membership. You have a whole year. You don't have to do this in like 14 days. You have the whole year. Do it at your own pace, on your own time, on your own schedule. But do those three things. Utilize the platform you're subscribing to. And if you are still unable to make back the $1,000 membership fee at least once during your membership, I'll give you back $2,000. That's the deal. I have no problem offering that to you. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $1,000. Just check out and you guys are good to go. You don't have to enter your address to get the free laptop. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim that free laptop. So it comes with everything, guys. You get our entire 22 course curriculum. Joe, you can post the link maybe in chat so people can see what they get access to. All of our courses. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got it. It's all included when you guys join that annual membership. You have Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, Quote Media's full book level 2, the Trading View premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner is on our platform every day for you guys to use. You get the ETNA simulator that lets you practice trading with fake money, but with real-time data. You get insider trade information. You get congressional trading information, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, a trading journal, a social sentiment scanner, analyst ratings. All of this is included when you guys join the platform for just $1,000, and it comes with the free laptop, the one-on-one mentor session, and the double your money back guarantee. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $1,000. Check out, you're good to go. How do you know you're one of the 14? If you go to ttgoffer.com and you see the checkout page that is in front of you now on your screen, that's how you know you're good. Once the 14 sell out, you will be redirected automatically to our trial page, which is ttg3speltout.com. Now, once this open enrollment, the 14 spots are filled, the only way for you to join True Trading Group will be to go for the trial membership first. After your trial membership, we may or may not invite you to become an annual member based on your engagement as a trial. It has nothing to do with your experience level. It has nothing to do with the amount of money that's in your trading account or anything like that. It is just, do you share the same motivation and dedication that the rest of the members of True Trading Group have to excel at this skill and to better their lives and their financial situation for them and their families? Or are you treating the stock market as a casino? Do you truly want to learn how to do this? Do you want to make better decisions in your long-term portfolio? Do you want to try to be able to supplement your income by actively day trading and swing trading? Or are you just looking to find the next mother of all short squeezes? And if we do invite you to become a member of True Trading Group, the price of that membership will be anywhere between $1,800 and $2,500 at that time. But you guys can get access to it now for the next 14 people only before tomorrow's CPI number. And that's by going to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, price drops down to $1,000. Listen to me carefully. If you are currently a trial member, if you used to be a trial member, or if you used to be an annual member, we must whitelist your email address in order to give you this deal. Send us a text message to 786-505-4049. The phone number is right down there at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Take advantage of it now, guys. 14 spots will remain before we shut down that open enrollment before tomorrow's CPI number. Again, that's ttgoffer.com, TTG121, coupon code. All right. Okay, gang. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead. Let's bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group to help go through a nice Q&A session with you guys. We'll talk about CPI. Everybody give a big ayo to Adam.
Heyo.
Hey, yo. Oh, you put an H in front of that. There's no H in it. It's just an ayo.
Don't read what Joe just put. We got to welcome Mitch.
Oh, Mitch. Welcome, Mitch. Mitch, welcome to the family. Now 13. All right, 13 spots left now. Everybody welcome Mitch. So 13 spots left for that open enrollment, guys. If you want to join this platform before CPI numbers tomorrow, you go to ttgoffer.com right now. You enter TTG121 coupon code. You got the laptop. Remember, you don't have to enter your address. You got a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim the laptop. Double your money back guarantee. If you can't make back the $1,000 at least once during your membership, we'll give you back $2,000. And you get the one-on-one mentor session with one of our mods to really help speed up that learning curve. So everybody welcome Mitch.
All right, I want to get right into it, man.
Let's dive in.
So, are you going to be trading pre-market tomorrow?
Am I going to trade pre-market?
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Why?
Because I like to see what the CPI number is, not be rushed.
At 8:30. That gives you an hour.
Yeah, I like to see what the number is, not be rushed, and really come up with my game plans based on what those numbers are. And then once the markets open up, really go after and really attack. I don't usually trade pre-market.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like on this day though, you don't think maybe, I don't know, maybe it would bode well?
It depends what the number is. It certainly depends what the number is. There's a couple of key levels that I'm looking at, but I just think that there's going to be so much opportunity. You don't have to be the first one to the party. It's like every time you've gotten CPI data for the last 6 months, you've gotten like 3 or 4 days of follow through. So you just don't have to be the first person to the party. And I'd much rather, take my time and not get caught up in the algorithm chaos, because once that CPI number comes out, algorithms are going to go absolute ape. You know what? They're going to go crazy. So for me, I could trade pre-market because I trade the equities, but a lot of members trade the options. So members won't be able to trade until the markets actually open up. You could trade futures, but those of you that trade options are not going to be able to trade until the markets open up. And I'd rather just take my time and really just, be a sniper, not a machine gunner, not shoot from the hip, but really line up my shots when the markets open based on that data and attack. And that's what's worked for us time and time and time and time again. It's like, I think 3 out of the last 4 CPI data points, we've had a 75% gainer or higher out of 3 of the last 4 numbers. We got to welcome Jamie. Jamie's the newest member of the group. 12 spots now left. 12 spots now left for Jamie. 12 spots now left. Everybody welcome Jamie. That's ttgoffer.com, guys. Enter that coupon code TTG121 to claim one of these spots for open enrollment. Guys, remember, so once open enrollment closes, the only way for you to join TTG is going to be to go through the trial membership. All right, once you guys go through the trial membership, we may or may not invite you to become an annual member, and the cost of that membership is going to be, around $1,800 to $2,500 bucks.
What are you doing over there?
I'm changing the battery on my mouse. My mouse died.
Nah,
we're good.
We good?
Yep.
So, I mean, we talked about a lot. We talked about last night, for those that were not here, we talked about the importance of being reactive and not predictive. Maybe you want to touch on that again, just to remind people.
Yeah, I'm going to react to this number, guys. I don't have any open positions right now going into the print. I react. I don't predict. My advantage as a trader that I have over others is my experience, my analysis, my ability to identify high probability setups. If I position myself ahead of the CPI number, I am removing my edge and I'm removing my advantage, and I'm making an even playing field against every other trader. You guys got to realize, when you're trading, you're competing against other traders. When you're buying, somebody else is on the other end of that trade selling, and vice versa. So you're buying something because you think it's going up. Somebody else is selling because they think it's going down. So you got to ask yourself, how confident are you in your ability to go up against and fight against in the market other traders? Do you feel that you have the ammunition and the training and the tools to compete against those other traders? And if I was to say to myself, okay, well, I think the CPI number is going to be hot, so therefore I'm going to go in, I'm going to short everything. What happens if the CPI number comes in light and then the markets pop and we go to 420 tomorrow? Well, then I'm getting run over and I'm treating it as a coin flip. I don't like coin flips. If I wanted 50-50 odds of having success, I'd go to the casino. I'd go to Vegas. This is not Vegas. This is a job. And I like to look for 70 to 75% probability scenarios and put myself on the right side of that probability over and over and over again. You do not need to be the first person to the party of the CPI print. There is follow through after that number comes out. I'd much rather wait and really focus on the high probability.
Excellent. Hang on one second. Joe, I don't know what you just sent me, bro. Oh, got it. So Joe just asked Chat GPT, if you want to make money day trading on a day that CPI data will be released, what questions should I ask? Okay. When is the CPI data being released? That's going to be 8:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. What is the market consensus on CPI data? The market consensus is So, Mike, what is the market consensus on CPI data for
market consensus is 6.2 year over year. Okay. The consensus is 0.4 month over month. The consensus for core CPI is 5.5. And the consensus for core month over month CPI is 0.4. So those are the consensus. And JP Morgan put out a report that says they believe there is a 65% chance that the CPI number comes in between 6.0 and 6.3. And they said there's a 25% chance that it comes in 6.4 to 6.5. And
so JP Morgan thinks it comes in light.
Well, 6.3 would be high. 6.2 would be in line. 6.1 and 6.0 would be under. The consensus is 6.2. But they think that in order for the markets to go down, it's got to be 6.4 or higher. That's what JP Morgan's saying. Now, they also changed the way that CPI is calculated. So there has been, I believe, a lot of misinformation about how the CPI number is calculated. You have a lot of people that really don't know necessarily what they're talking about and saying that they're changing the way they calculate it so that they can manipulate the data to be better than it actually is. That is 100% completely false. What they are doing in changing the way it's calculated will actually help result in a more accurate number. So what they are changing is every single category of CPI, right? There's different categories of CPI. We have to welcome Adarsh. Adarsh, welcome to the family. 11 spots left. Everybody welcome Adarsh. 11 spots left for this open enrollment, which we're going to shut down after these 11 spots. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $1,000. There's no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for tools. You get access to all of them. You get a free laptop, a one-on-one, and a double your money back guarantee. Take advantage of it now. Now, the way they are changing this.
Go to ttgoffer.com and TTG121.
So the way that they're changing this, in CPI, there's different categories. There's housing, there's food, there's obviously, there's gas prices, there's automobiles, there's a lot of different categories that go into CPI. Now, similar to the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is a market cap weighted ETF, which means the bigger your market cap, the more of a weighting and a more of an impact that stock will have on the movement of the S&P. So Apple is the biggest. I don't know off the top of my head what is number 500, but if Apple goes down 3% or stock number 500 goes down 3%, Apple will have a much bigger impact on the S&P than stock number 500 because it's market cap weighted. CPI is also weighted based on total dollars that are spent for each category from the consumer. Now, prior to 2023, they re-weighted every 2 years. Now they are using 1 year. So that should result in a more accurate CPI number. Now, I still think there's things they could have done differently to improve even further the accuracy of CPI, which really is how the real estate and the shelter aspect of CPI is calculated. There's still a major lag in the data that is used to calculate the shelter aspect, which is going to be rent prices. It's going to be real estate and home prices. The data that is used, the equation that is used for that is a lagging indicator. So you're not getting real time. Put it this way. In 2022, when every single one of us saw real estate prices skyrocketing, for the first couple months of 2022, it still had real estate prices not increasing. We all know that was not true. Now, also go back to last year. Last year, as mortgage rates exploded, we all saw in our own communities real estate prices begin to go down, but the CPI numbers continue to show, 0.8% increase month over month in real estate. And you're like, I'm looking on Zillow in my neighborhood and every house has gone down $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, right? So it's like there's a major lag in CPI, the way that real estate's calculated. That there's not really much of a change, but they are doing a different weighting of each category. We have to welcome Ray. Ray's the newest member of the group. Everybody welcome Ray. 10 spots now remain. 10 spots now remain. All right, everybody welcome Ray. Guys, again, if you're a previous trial or previous annual member, or if you have any questions at all about our membership, about myself, about the other mods, anything, we're an open book. Text us, 786-505-4049. Phone number's right down there at the bottom of your screen.
All right. Next question. What would you say the market sentiment is leading up to tomorrow's CPI number?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Market sentiment. Where do you think the market sentiment is right now going
Oh,
into?
it's optimistic as all hell, man. It is optimistic as all hell. You know, I mean, the market's been rallying to start off 2023. We're being led by tech. We're being led by consumer discretionary, which is the exact opposite that happened in 2022. In 2022, tech and consumer discretionaries led the market to the downside. They were down the most. They got crushed. They're the sectors of the market that are rallying to the upside. But the sentiment is extremely bullish, and I think the sentiment is very complacent. And I just don't think people are ready for a hot CPI number. I think if the CPI number was to come in hot, the markets would really be shocked. And then all of a sudden, the markets would shift back to good data is bad data. What I mean by that is in 2022, good economic data, good jobs data was negative for stock prices because the stronger the economy and the stronger the labor market was, the more likely inflation would stay high. Therefore, the more aggressive the Fed had to be, and stocks would go down when economic data was strong. As you come into 2023, the opposite is beginning to happen. And we talked about that in like the November time period of last year, that as you get into 2023, good data will start to become good data again. And people will start looking at good economic data no longer being bad because inflation is coming down, but now it's good because that means that we might have a soft landing. So good data has started to become good data again. Jerome Powell just gave a speech at the Economic Council in Washington, D.C., just not a few days ago, the other week, and he said specifically, without being prompted or asked, he was not asked this question specifically, but he went out of his way to answer it, saying, if we continue to see very strong labor market data or we get a hotter than expected CPI number, it is possible we may need to move our target for the Fed funds rate higher than it currently is. Currently, it's at 5.1, which would insinuate that the Fed has 2 more 0.25 basis point hikes ahead of it. But if you get, we all know that the labor data is still extremely strong, 3.4% unemployment. It actually went down. 517,000 new jobs versus 186,000 that was expected. That was for the month of January. So the labor data is still very, 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 very tight and very strong. If you pile on top of that a hot CPI number, the market will then start to say, well, wait a second, maybe that means Jerome Powell now in the March meeting is going to come out and move the Fed funds target from 5.1 to 5.6. Insinuate now that they've added another 50 basis points of hikes because of what they're seeing, that inflation is now getting very, very sticky. It's not coming down at the same pace as it was when it went from 9 to 6.5. Now it's like 6.5, 6.4, 6.4, 6.2. That's a much slower drop. It has to come down faster than that. And if you don't see that, but you still have a very hot labor market, all of a sudden, good economic data could start to become bad again for stock prices.
Okay. Just seeing here.
I gotta be honest. I feel with, my feelings is If it's not this number, maybe the next number. But I feel like one of these numbers is going to come in hot. And I just don't think the market's ready for it. I think the market has gotten too complacent, and the market is just assuming from here on out inflation is just going to keep coming down. And as long as the labor market holds up, we get a soft landing. But that's a very, very, very big assumption. A very big assumption.
Got it.
We got to welcome Michael. Michael just joined, so that means there's only 9 spots left, guys. That's 9 spots left now for the open enrollment. So everybody welcome Michael. Guys, again, if you want to join this open enrollment before the CPI number tomorrow, after this, you'll have to join the trial. We may or may not invite you to become a full-time member based on your engagement as a trial. And the price will be anywhere from $1,800 to $2,500 at that time. There's 9 spots available for open enrollment for $1,000. You go to ttgoffer.com, you enter the code TTG121, you click apply code. The price drops down to $1,000. That comes with a free laptop, a double your money back guarantee, a one-on-one mentor session with one of our mods to get you guys, started off on the right foot and speed up your learning curve. So take advantage of it, folks. Who here is not a member? Actually, I want to see who's on the live stream right now that's not a member of TTG. Maybe just type the letters TTG. I want to see who here is not a member. Just type TTG if you guys are not a member of True Trading Group. Just go ahead and type the letters TTG. I just want to see how many people we have in here that are still not members of the group. All right, let's see. We got Talal, Kyle. Just type TTG, folks, if you guys are not members. Jonathan Wilson, of course. Good old faithful. Phoenix.
Jonathan Wilson is like
Tyler.
Nice, 4 people. All right. I got a question.
I got an answer.
Why should anyone that's not a member, why is it so important that they sign up tonight before CPI?
The CPI has been.
I didn't finish.
Good.
You sure? Why should they sign up right now? And what real benefit is this going to hold for tomorrow?
CPI reports have been your biggest market movers for the last year. The only other event or events that have moved the market in an equivalent or bigger way in the last year was Jerome Powell's Jackson Hole speech, Jerome Powell's Brookings Institute speech, and when Russia invaded Ukraine. Those 3 days are the only catalysts that have moved this market more or equal to than a CPI number. Your most volatile, biggest moves in the market have been off of CPI numbers. So when you get these CPI numbers, the market moves, and it moves big time. And it doesn't just move big time for one day. It moves for several days, creating tremendous opportunities for us as traders. I love volatility. It's not a coincidence that 2008, when the market was crashing and the Dow was moving 5, 6, 7% a single day, you're talking about 1,000-point move, an 800-point move in the Dow when it was only 10,000, not 34,000, right? That's the environment that I was thrown into very early in my trading career and was able to receive one of the Trader of the Year awards. I live for this stuff. And you're not just me. Why should you join tonight? What's the benefit of being in True Trading Group for these type of events? Because you're going to get analysis from 9 pro traders. It's not just me. that'll walk you through the day. We'll walk you through the analysis. We'll walk you through, what it all means for the market, whether we want to be short, whether we want to be long, what stocks do we want to target, what options should you go after, what strike price, what expiration, where should your stop losses be, where should you be taking profit. We lay out for you that entire game plan. You know exactly what we are doing. We tell you what we're doing before we actually even enter our positions. That's the benefit. There will be opportunity, tremendous opportunity. And members of True Trading Group can tell you more than anybody else, we take advantage of that opportunity on a regular basis inside True Trading Group. And that has helped allow TTG members to have some of the best years, best months, best weeks, best days they have ever had as traders. That is the opportunity that is out there in this market right now. That is the opportunity that will be there tomorrow and for several days to come. That's why.
If it's going to be there for several days, why tomorrow is so important then?
Because tomorrow lays it out. Tomorrow gives you the direction. You got to analyze the number tomorrow in order to determine which side you want to be on. Otherwise, you screw the whole thing up. You end up having to chase the move, or you end up on the wrong side of it.
Are we, and to answer Sunil's question, we're trading every day?
Yeah, every day the mods and I are in chat live, sharing our screen, talking on the mic, answering questions, providing commentary, and giving you our trade alerts. Every day there are day trades and swing trades called out in True Trading Group. There are stocks and options every day traded in True Trading Group.
Does anyone have any questions before we call it a night?
Well, I didn't go over the game plan yet.
I kind of feel like you should go over the game plan inside of chat right after this for your members.
Okay, sure.
What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Headed into the main chat then.
All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and open the main chat. Michael gave his entire game plan for tomorrow inside the main chat. I think that our members should get that first for tomorrow. I'm all for giving out free stuff on YouTube, but I think that we need to. I mean, what do you think? Am I wrong or?
Yeah, listen. We asked how many people were here. If people aren't communicating, then yeah, we'll head on into the chat and I'll give it to members only.
Okay. Very good.
All right, guys. So yeah, we'll head on into the main chat now. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button, turn on your notifications.
Walk them through how they can be members again, and then go in there. I'll open up the chat while we're doing it.
All right, so guys, what I'll do is I'll walk you through how to become a member one last time. You guys want to take advantage of the open enrollment? Well, there's 9 spots still available for people that want to join us before you roll into tomorrow's CPI number, and then we'll close down the open enrollment. It'll just be trial memberships only. But I'll show you the platform too. I'll show you the platform so you guys know exactly what it is that you're getting access to for the $1,000. You'll go to ttgoffer.com, go enter the coupon code TTG121. You click apply code. The price drops to $1,000. You see the laptop. You guys, this is how you know that you're one of those 9 spots, because after the 9 people sign up, you'll be automatically redirected to the trial page. All right. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You got a one-on-one mentor session with it. And you also get a double your money back guarantee. So again, if you can't make the $1,000 membership fee back at least once after going through the courses, passing our quizzes, and attending a study group, I'll give you back $2,000. That's how it works. I don't think you need the double your money back guarantee because we've only had to give a refund to 2.83% of our users. But nonetheless, it's there for peace of mind. It's there to hold us accountable. So you guys can take advantage of the open enrollment now by going to ttgoffer.com and use that coupon code. If you are a previous trial or previous member, you must text us first so we can whitelist your email. 786-505-4049. The phone number is right down there at the bottom of your screen. Let me show you the platform, because when you do join, of course, you're going to get our chat room. right? Where our mods share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. You can use the mobile app. The mobile app lets you be connected on your cell phone. So if you can't be in front of your computer, you'll still get real-time notifications when mods enter and exit trades. You'll see the screen share, and you'll be able to listen to the audio commentary directly from your cell phone. You also get 2 study groups with our mods to speed up your learning curve. You get the Benzinga Pro news feed that will give you live breaking up to the second news alerts right inside chat. You get TradingView's premium charting software. You get the Trade Ideas scanner. You get a simulator that lets you guys trade stocks and options with fake money, but real-time data so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. You get a scanner, a proprietary scanner from TTG that lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options flow, unusual options activity, options flow, congressional trades, insider buying, insider selling, short data, all included. A full trading journal that tracks your trades and breaks it down to the stats so you can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner will tell you what stocks are being mentioned most on social media so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings, so you see how many stocks have a buy, how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock. Every day you get a watch list. The mods and I publish a watch list with the stocks that we're looking at with a game plan on how we intend on trading them. And then you get all the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all included for the $1,000. There's no upsells for more courses after you join. All right, we don't play games like that. You join our platform, you get all of our courses. You also get access to a video library with over 400 hours of workshops and webinars that we've conducted with members covering different topics. And then you can actually start attending our workshops live when you become full-time members. Now, guys, listen, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group, but I will guarantee if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group, and fail to make the $1,000 back at least once during your membership, I'll give you back $2,000. That's the deal. That's a commitment that I will make to you when you commit to TTG. You had 9 spots left for that open enrollment. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, get your butts in chat, 8:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. CPI numbers coming out. We'll be live with members to break down the analysis and go through it all. Okay? So that's it, folks. All right, that is it. For those of you that are not members, good luck tomorrow. I wish you all nothing but the best. My teaching members, get on into the main chat room. I'm going to go over with you guys now my game plan, my analysis, and my game plan on how I plan on trading this through tomorrow. All right, I'll see you guys all in the main chat. Have a great